It's the Dutch Miller Auto Show. Entertaining West Virginia for over 15 years. With your hosts, Chris Miller and Wes Thompson. Recorded on location right here in Huntington, West Virginia. And now, Chris and Wes.
We are back. I'm Chris Miller along with
Wes Thompson.
And this is the Dutch Miller Auto Show. We've been doing this now for years, and this is one of my favorite days of the month because Wes and I get to sit down and hang out and talk about cars and stuff.
That's right. We have a good time.
It's an absolute blast. So we are a rapidly growing auto group. We are Dutch Miller Automotive. We have a Chevrolet store in Huntington. We have a Kia dealership in Barboursville. We have a Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership and a Kia dealership in South Charleston, West Virginia. We have a Subaru dealership in Charleston, West Virginia. And we also have a dealership in Charlotte, North Carolina.
You also Hyundai.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we have a Hyundai dealership
Hyundai
in Huntington, West Virginia. And the other cool thing is that we have a lot more coming, so, stay tuned because we are going to be adding several more brands and several more locations inside of West Virginia and outside of West Virginia in the coming months, and we're really, really excited about it.
And they will all feature friends and family pricing for everyone.
Absolutely, and that's been the really cool thing that has, been the real secret sauce to everything that we do, and it's what's allowed us to grow and expand so rapidly. Yeah. We have very, very quickly become the areas and the state's largest dealer group, and that's been a lot of fun to be a part of. But the real reason is because of friends and family pricing for everyone. And we've sold cars in volume as opposed to the other way of doing it, and we also use really, really detailed software to allow us to acquire and sell pre-owned vehicles for less than everybody else. And it's just allowed us to grow like wildfire.
You have friends and family pricing. You have the detailed software. You've got the business model of selling in volume. All those things are great. But I tell you, to me, it's really about the culture of the people when you get into these dealerships. When we go in there, you go in to any of the stores, everybody is bought in. Everybody's having a good time. The experience for the customer is not typical. It's not what people think. People think they have this mental image of what the process of buying a car is, and then they go in there and they have a great time with the folks at Dutch Miller Kia Barboursville or over at the West End. You've been to the West End lately. I walked in the other day. There were a bunch of new faces and new energy, and the guys over there are just they're having fun right now. And it's just in South. Same thing in South Charleston and Charleston.
It is literally. It's nothing. It's the people, right?
Yeah.
We're really, really fortunate to be able to work with the best people in the industry, and it makes it a lot of fun. And it's the people that take care of the customers at the end of the day. It literally is. It's the people.
And good manufacturers.
Yeah, absolutely. And each dealership has its own unique personality too, which is a lot of fun.
Very much.
Our Subaru dealership in Charleston, for example, just had a huge recycling event. And during this recycling event, it happened Saturday on April the 14th. April the 24th, Saturday, April the 24th, and we recycled over 6,300 pounds of electronics and 6,100 pounds of paper. I mean, that's incredible if you think about the weight of that. And we raised a whole bunch of money for the Mountaineer Food Bank, and we had a whole bunch of people coming in and out of the dealership the entire day, and the entire event was just a huge success. It was a lot of fun.
Like 250 people came by, just to be a part of it. And that's one of those things too, when we were doing that event along with Subaru, this was something we knew people would engage in. But 250 people coming by, that tells us something about the community. The community was really into the recycling event, and just those numbers are amazing.
That goes along with who we are, right? It's each dealership has its own unique brand and its own unique style, and that has to do with the uniqueness of the customers and the uniqueness of the staff that's there.
Sure.
But it's more than just selling cars. There's so much that you can do as a business, and I believe that any business has this obligation to give back to the community that it's privileged enough to do business in.
Yeah.
Because it's like a symbiotic relationship, right? And as goes the community, so goes the business. As goes the business, so goes the community. And it all works in harmony. And that's one of the other really neat things about all the people that we work with is they all buy in and believe this. It's the truth.
Well, the culture is set at the top. They see it from the top down. Everybody's bought in.
Yeah, so let's do some real quick checking right now, because one of the craziest things is we are the area's only car dealership that has between 400 and 600 cars in stock, priced below $250 a month. We also have thousands of vehicles in stock at any given time. That is a huge number to be able to actually have as a snapshot in time of the available inventory you have for customers, and we're pushing the thousands now. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But one of the things that makes us so unique is that we have detailed software that allows us to price below everybody else in the marketplace. So we know what every single 2021 or 2020 Toyota Camry is selling for.
Within how many miles?
Within a 500 mile, 500 mile radius. We focus within a 250 mile radius. But all of this stuff is within. We have the availability to go out 700 miles if we have to.
We know how to outprice someone. It's not a guess.
Yeah.
This is technology. This is tech helping us do it.
And so, we have a whole bunch of vehicles because of the volume of new cars that we sell. We trade for an incredible amount of pre-owned vehicles, and that's the other really cool thing is you don't have to go to a Toyota store to buy a Toyota. You don't have to go to the Honda store to buy a Honda. We trade for so much stuff at Dutch Miller Automotive that we can get anything that you're looking for and save you an incredible amount of money.
Is that a 2021?
This is a 2021
Toyota Corolla?
Toyota Corolla that was just traded into us with 9,500 miles on it. And let's take a real quick look at that. It's the exact reason why you don't have to go to the Toyota store to buy a Toyota. This just traded in at our Chevrolet store in downtown Huntington, and it is a 2021 Toyota Corolla with 9,000 miles. It's like brand new, and you can't buy a brand new one for this kind of money. It's just a great value and a great bargain. And that's the really neat thing is that there's. Let's refine this a little bit here. Let's do this. So
you've got another 2021 Corolla.
Yeah, we do. We've got two of them. Different colors too. So we have right now 27 vehicles in stock priced below $10,000, priced at $10,000 or less. Those are $150, $160 a month car payments or less. And here's one of them. It's a 2016 Chevrolet Trax. And this is a nice vehicle, and this is absolutely perfect for you to send a kid off into college. It's got it's in really good shape. It's a super clean vehicle, just traded for, and for that kind of money, it is really, really tough to find these kind of cars, and we have 27 of them in stock right now. Here's another one. Here's a 2015 Ford Focus, and it's $8,300. And that is a $140 a month car payment, give or take. So yeah, you take a look at the inside of this car and it's in great shape. It's the perfect car to send your kid off to college in. It also, if you're looking for something to get back and forth to work that doesn't break budget. But then there's SUVs as well, right? Here's a 2015 Jeep Patriot Altitude Edition. And this is a $10,000 vehicle. It is really, really hard to find SUVs in that kind of price range. And we have a bunch of these in stock right now. So if you're looking for, let's do another different search here. Let's check out.
What about some certified pre-owns?
Yeah.
I think those are always interesting. You're
that's
talking about a
great
pre-owned
idea.
vehicle with a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty on it. That's pretty remarkable.
So we have a whole bunch of them. Here is a 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Limited. This is a certified pre-owned.
Now on the Subaru, is that still 10 and 100?
No. That gives you an additional warranty from the manufacturer.
Okay.
But it is not 10-year, 100,000 miles.
So it's just the Kia that you can get the 10-year,
Correct.
100,000 mile on the
Let
pre-owned.
me show you one of those really quickly. Let's go check out a Kia Optima or a Kia K5 or something like that. There's another Subaru. There's a Kia Optima LX. So this, you get a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty on it as a pre-owned vehicle, which is incredibly rare to find. None of that is charged to you, by the way. And so this is a car that extends the manufacturer's quote-unquote bumper-to-bumper warranty to the 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and then also provides you with a 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. Anytime you buy a pre-owned Kia, that warranty isn't transferable. It doesn't come with a car unless it is a certified pre-owned vehicle at a certified pre-owned Kia dealer. And then you get the extension of the 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty at no additional charge to you. And so that's what makes it really, really, really appealing. And it has to meet a meticulous inspection process to qualify. But when it does, it is an awesome deal for people.
Well, and I think this is a good time, Chris, to bring up the fact, too, that only at Dutch Miller Kia, and by the way, Dutch Miller Hyundai, if you're buying a new vehicle, you get a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
Correct.
On any brand new Kia or Hyundai. And that's only at Dutch Miller. That's not a Hyundai or Kia thing. It's a Dutch Miller Automotive thing.
So this is a cool vehicle. This is the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek. It is a certified pre-owned vehicle.
Man, people love these Subarus,
And
dude.
look at the color of this
Everyone
thing.
that comes in is just blown away with their vehicle.
Loaded up equipment-wise. And this is such a unique color. I wanted to show everybody about it. It's this really cool blue color. It's like a blue, it's like a sky blue.
It's like a dolphin
gray.
blue.
Yeah, it's
got like
really, really cool. So this has Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system. It's like a brand new car. It comes with the extended warranty at no additional charge for you for a certified pre-owned Subaru. It's just in great shape. It's like a brand new vehicle, and it's...
And of course, standard all-wheel drive.
Yeah. These are really, really nice cars, by the way.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. A little bit off topic. Cage match.
Okay.
Cage match on their best day. On their best day, Charlie Sheen or Gary Busey? Go. And why?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, it's Gary
wow.
Busey. I think it's Gary Busey. I think that Gary Busey, Charlie Sheen can be hurt. He can be damaged. He can take damage. I think you could just whip. Here's how far I'll take it. I'll give Charlie Sheen a tire iron. Okay? And he can just whip Gary Busey, just chopping at his head.
Hang on, son. I told you to bring me 2 meatball sandwiches. You can bring out 1. We got a problem here.
You nailed it. He would be going, oh, son. I can. This is a terrible Gary Busey, by the way. But
No, it's good.
it's actually spot on, right? No, but I'm saying Gary Busey would be that. Charlie would be sweating, tired, exhausted. He would be tired from beating Gary Busey. And Gary Busey would just be going, oh, come on, Charlie, let's go, son. Let's keep it going. And then Charlie Sheen would just be like going, I can't hit him anymore.
Do you think when Charlie Sheen was talking about Tiger Blood, he was really talking about Gary Busey's blood?
I guarantee you, I feel like Gary Busey might have called him right before that and gone, no, it's awesome, Tiger Blood, okay? and then Charlie Sheen was just whacked out of his mind enough to go, perfect.
He's serious,
I'm going
yeah.
to talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
gosh.
awesome, Tiger Blood.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm telling you, he wouldn't. You could give Charlie Sheen like a Blaupunk car stereo, and he could just beat him with it, and it wouldn't have a shot.
We just drove this bus into the ditch. That was fantastic.
I would pay to see that match.
Oh, my gosh. Do it again, Dave. Do it again. Oh, boy.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Here at Dutch Miller Jeep in South Charleston, our team is focused on one thing, making sure every customer has the best shopping and service experience possible. Between that and friends and family pricing for everyone, it's no wonder we continue to be the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia.
For a limited time during the Jeep Memorial Day sales event going on all month long, make no payments for 90 days on any brand new Jeep. That's right, no payment for 90 days.
Only at Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston.
Chris, you know, there's finally some light here at the end of the tunnel, and things are getting back to the way they were.
This last year has been crazy, but it seemed like we're finally getting back to normal.
Alligators on skateboards with crossbows, Chris.
Why are you upside down?
I don't know.
Well, guess what? We got it at Dutch Miller Kia.
Well, our normal.
Normal-ish. Things are finally starting to get back to normal, and there's 3 things I can't wait to do. Chug a few sarsaparillas with my buddies at the local watering hole. Head to the Big Loafer at the food court and get, well, a big loafer. And take the missus to the movies in my brand new truck from Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
For a limited time during the Ram Memorial Day sales event going on all month long, make no payments for 90 days on any brand new Ram truck.
At Dutch Miller Subaru, we're proud to work with a manufacturer that is so community involved. Last month, we held a recycling event right here at our dealership. More than 250 people brought in over 6,300 pounds of electronics and more than 6,100 pounds of paper. We also raised nearly $2,000 for a local food bank. When a community does so much to support our business, it's our obligation to give back. At Dutch Miller Subaru, it's simply what we're about.
For a limited time at Dutch Miller Subaru, get 0% financing on select models.
Well, we're back. It's been a fun show so far, and we've covered a lot. We talked about the recycling event that happened at the Subaru store,
Yep.
a lot of the energy and positive fun stuff that happens from dealership to dealership. And, you know, we're finishing up right now. We're going to cover Jeep really fast. Jeep is a very, very, very hot product, and there's all kinds of great vehicles that are Jeeps currently. One of them is the Jeep Cherokee, which is a really, really neat vehicle. It's a classic. And this is a newly redesigned, very, very fuel-efficient Jeep Cherokee. And you take a look at the picture of this thing. These are really, really nice vehicles. They get well over 25 miles to the gallon for an SUV, which is pretty awesome. And we sell these things really, really, really fast. Another one is, let's pull up a picture of it here. I don't know if anybody has ever seen the Jeep Gladiator, but that is a really, really cool car too. And I think we got to show a picture of these really quickly. Our internet is not responding.
Every now and then the internet, and yeah, we'll put the pictures up there every now and then. I tell you what, you know, I got a couple buddies that have a Gladiator. And I tell you what, what's the loaded up Gladiator? That's the Sport. What's the Rubicon? Wow, talk about a sharp vehicle.
There's also the Limited. So let's pull up a Gladiator here really quickly. Here's one right now on our showroom floor.
What's a Gladiator Willys?
It's just another trim package, and you'll see it. It's got green Army exterior and black chrome wheels.
That's a really cool looking Jeep,
It
man.
really is.
That's mean looking.
We can just get the internet to work. There we go. All right, awesome. Yeah, take a look at this thing really quickly. So it's kind of an Army edition Gladiator.
I dig it.
It really is cool.
That color works perfectly on that vehicle.
If I was going to drive a Jeep, that'd be the one I drove. I like that a lot.
Another thing I wanted to ask you guys about, it's been kind of a crazy year.
You think?
The last 12 months or so. But when you look back over the last 12 months of commercials that you've done,
Yeah.
what's been some of the highlights?
This is the 1 year anniversary of our Tiger King commercial. And that was a terrific commercial we did that got a lot of buzz. And one of the funniest things about it is that there was a bleep out. And the character that I played, Tiger King, said, "Mother lover," and everybody else, because it was bleeped out, thought it said something else. And that's what made it even funnier for me, is laughing the entire time, because we did trickle out and release the unedited version where the character did say "mother lover."
But by the way, the bleep out was the one that created more problems for the stations.
Yes.
You in need of a vehicle or service, but need a virtual process to protect you and your family during social distancing? Well, guess what? We got it at Dutch Miller Kia. We got online text and chat, over the phone applications, video walkarounds, and appointment-only vehicle delivery.
Right now, take advantage of 120-day payment deferral and 0% financing on most models.
Friends and family pricing for everyone, even Carol Baskin.
So the thing about that spot was that the bleep out wasn't really bleeping out anything bad, but the version of it with the bleep out, the station almost didn't want to air because they were catching so much flack for airing it. So there was that one. Then of course, in the last year, you know, we also, just most recently, we did Simon and Garfunkel, and the amount of feedback on that was just through the roof.
Hello, Kia, my old friend. I've come to shop with you again. I want to buy a brand new Sorento.
Right now, get a brand new Sorento starting at just $259 a month, and be sure to ask about 0% financing on select models.
Within the sound of low prices.
Can anybody remember some of the other ones? Top Gun. Top Gun was fun. By the way, kudos to our own guy in the production booth there, Dave Williams, who had those planes flying around each other.
That was...
I saw people on Facebook, though, criticize us because in the opening clip, we had a plane that didn't match up one of the planes later. And I'm like, come on, man.
really? Really? You're going to get us on that? All right, Price Man, it's time to turn and burn and take out some high prices.
And let's not forget to remind everyone how fun it is to buy a car at Dutch Miller Kia.
That's right, an easy and fun shopping experience is what we're all about.
Get a Kia K5 starting at just $199 a month and ask about 0% financing for up to 60 months.
Price man, it's time to buzz the tower. I mean,
We covered that, and we got Tiger King and
the space one where we were floating around in outer space. That was pretty fun.
We were upside down at the end.
We did Wayne's World.
We did Wayne's World. We did Bernie Sanders.
We did.
With the mittens.
Yep. We did one where you and I argued over top of each other and played like political pundits, like in a debate type setting. And
we did a spoof about how crazy the news was at one point in the year during quarantine. So we called it Bizarre News, and it was like what we had to fear was alligators on skateboards shooting crossbows.
Welcome back to 2020 Bizarre News. That was our story on murder hornets. Now to our field correspondent, Wes Thompson. Wes, what bizarre stuff are you seeing out there?
Alligators on skateboards with crossbows, Chris. We used to be able to avoid them in this part of the country, but now they're mobile and carrying crossbows. 2020 couldn't get any more bizarre. Back to you.
Agreed. Now a word from our sponsor.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia.
I'm still scared of that.
Yeah, that is. That makes
worries
me nervous. That's a real threat.
It is.
And you should take it seriously.
Pay attention to alligators on skateboards with crossbows. It's a serious problem. You have to watch out for them. You never know what they're going to do. I mean, they're dangerous.
People would say if you want to get away from an alligator, you have to run in a zigzag.
You can't.
It doesn't help
When
you because they're on a
they're on
skateboard
skate-
now,
when- yeah.
and they have a crossbow so they can shoot at you.
This is a serious problem. This really is. I mean, I can't
Weirdly
believe-
enough, no crocodiles do it though. You would think they would figure it out because they seem similar, but they can't. They can't do it. They
Not
just
smart
do normal
enough.
crocodiles.
They're not smart enough.
And then we had I feel like we did the Dunked On, but that was really not a commercial. That was like a thing for charity, but we had a lot of fun.
Caught the pass in mid-air, then he threw that boy down. Nobody could believe it, James fell over on the ground. He started crying, put his hands on his head. Then Big Blue looked at me and Mike and he said, "Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got dunked on." I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yeah, he was standing in the way.
So we had a good year of commercials, I think. Even though quarantine definitely, I think, changed maybe our outlook on some stuff or the way we handled some things, we still kind of maintained going out of.
And for what it's worth, if you have a vehicle you want to sell, even if you don't want to buy something, we would love to buy your vehicle from you. Because
Sure.
we really, really, really need them right now. So even if you don't want to buy a brand new vehicle and you just want to sell your car, call any one of our Dutch Miller stores and say you want to sell your vehicle to us.
We're basically trying to get back to some sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
Which with us is maybe a relative term.
Totally.
And then we're also, by the way, we want to make sure that we talk a little bit about the West End stores.
They are breaking records right now. The Chevrolet store and the Hyundai store, the management team there is doing an incredible job, and they are breaking records. The amount of cars that they're selling, it's incredible.
Yep. And of course, at a Hyundai store, again, that's one of the stores where you get the 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on every brand new Hyundai. So that's something pretty good. They're telling us we got to go.
Yeah, Wes, I hate to say it, but we sit here and start jabbering. We're out of time.
We really just talk a lot. So,
I'm Chris Miller along with
Wes Thompson.
the Dutch Miller Auto Show. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Out on the court for a game of 2-on-2. Me and Mike versus James and his boy Big Blue. We headed off to Kevin's house right after school, 'cause he got that new Lifetime basketball hoop. We came ready to play. We came ready to win and bring the trophy home that day. Big Blue said, "You ain't bringing home that W. How you gonna score when I'm standing here in front of you?" I grabbed the ball and I passed it into Mike. Mike caught the pass, fake left and went right. He drove through the lane and he threw it off the glass. I couldn't believe my eyes, he was running so fast. Caught the pass in mid-air, then he threw that boy down. Nobody could believe it, James fell over on the ground. He started crying, put his hands on his head. Then Big Blue looked at me and Mike and he said, "Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got dunked on." I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. could see it in his eyes. James never gets dunked on, and James don't ever cry. He stood up, beat his fist on his chest, looked at me and Mike and ran his thumb across his neck. He grabbed the ball, squared up to the hoop, took a hard right step, and then he slipped in dog poop. Me and Mike started laughing, and he deserved it too. For the rest of the day, we called him Captain Poopy Shoes. Then the ball bounced right over to me. Big Blue was so big, I could barely even see. I took the ball, and I threw it in the air. Although I couldn't see a thing, I had a feeling Mike was there. He grabbed the ball and did an alley-oop dunk. Right on top of James, he made him look like a punk. Then James' girlfriend walked by. She stopped right there and looked me square in the eye. She said, "Why is James crying?" "'Cause he just got dunked on." I ain't even lying. "Yeah, he just got dunked on." Yep, he was standing in the way. So I jumped up in the air and I dunked it on his face. "Why is James crying?" "'Cause he just got dunked on." I